Son of a... How do I even start this? There's a lot of things about running a studio that I feel like someone should have told me. This video is about a lot of different stuff. But first, I have to show you guys something. I've got the opportunity to buy something that is kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to purchase. Something that I literally just can't pass up. So before we get on to the rest of the stuff this video is about, we're gonna have a little bit of a fire sale, because I gotta sell some gear and get some money. Here we go. First up, Cappy FC526 compressors. These sound absolutely amazing, and I have 3 of them that I'm gonna let go. I've used these on the kick and snare and on a bunch of vocals for just about every big song that I've mixed in the past decade. They operate like an 1176, they sound like a vintage API, and they're absolutely amazing sounding. I was gonna say 550 bucks a piece because these are going for about $600 to $650 on Reverb, but you know what? They're the FC526, $526 a piece. So send me a message on Instagram if you're interested. You can come pick them up here, hang out in the studio, love to meet you if you are in the Nashville area, or buyer pays shipping in the continental US only. Okay, next up on the list, I've got these pair of AML 52F50s. They are clones of Neve 2254 diode bridge compressors. Big, gooey, fat, glorious sounding compressors. This maybe gives you a hint of exactly how serious of a thing I'm trying to buy. $800 a piece. They're in brand new condition. Send me a message on Instagram. By the way, my Instagram is linked down below. Next up, this SPL de-esser Mark II. This thing is awesome. Wonderful hardware de-esser. It is in like brand new shape. By the way, I'm pretty sure I have factory boxes for this and a couple of the things that I'm going to talk about. 2 channels of hardware de-essing, absolutely amazing, $600. Next up, the Drummer MC 2.1 monitor controller. This has the rack kit with it. I think this is one of the best bang for buck monitor controllers there are. You can run 3 sets of monitors. You can have 3 different inputs. You've got 2 independent headphone outputs, talkback, reverse polarity, mono, dim, all the bells and whistles in a fully analog monitor controller. $500. Buyer pays shipping. Next up, pair of Presonus Eris 8 Pro studio monitors. I called these the best bang for buck studio monitors out there. I definitely still believe that. These are like brand new. 99% sure I still have the factory boxes. Literally brand new. Save yourself some money, $500. So that's the first thing that I feel like someone should have told me before I started my own business and started my own studio, is that the gear never stops. Like looking for gear and trying to fund gear purchases, that lasts forever. Now, admittedly, it slows down at some point, and at some point you're like, oh, I'm good if I don't get anything new, but something always comes up. This is a big something. Okay, back to these lights that aren't working. The next thing is maintenance. Holy cow. It just never ends. Like, there's always something to fix, especially by the time you have this much gear and like an actual functioning studio that runs all day, every day. There's just always something to fix. For instance, this light right here is no longer synced to the app and I cannot get it to connect. Gotta be kidding me. This light right here won't even turn on no matter what I do. And you know that if I wait just like another couple months to replace this, they're gonna stop making this model of light, and then I'm gonna have to replace every single light in this whole entire studio, because that's how my luck is. So we gotta do it right now. Next up, this light bulb keeps going out in my 1176. There's an LED kit, but I don't like the temperature of the LED kits. So we're gonna pull this out, put a new light bulb in it. And you might have noticed that there's a big hole right here. The SPL PQ blew an op amp. So it is in the shop getting fixed. Luckily it's under warranty, so they're covering everything. My tube tech right here still needs to go in for a service. I don't know why I'm dragging my feet on that. I need to just drop it off at the shop and get it serviced. Compressor 2 is making this like noise, so that's, you know, that's real fun. So that's the first 2 things, is that the gear purchases never seem to end. I shouldn't even be complaining about this because I like it. It's fun to constantly be on the hunt for what the next newest greatest thing is. Figuring out how to pay for it all the time, that's less fun. It's just a box within a box. Why do we gotta do this? Let's hope these are the right ones. So I went ahead and bought 4 of these because, like I said, that's exactly my luck. Eventually, they're gonna stop making these exact ones, and then I will be forced to replace, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There are 18 of those here in this studio, and there's 4 in Studio B. So I can replace 2, I have a couple spares. Hopefully that'll get me through. But that brings me to my next point. Where am I going to keep these other 2 that I'm not using right now? The thing that no one ever talks about that I think is a super, super important thing is storage. When you are setting up a studio or a business of any kind, make sure you have storage, like real storage. So currently the only storage that I have is this shelf that I've managed to find that fits perfectly in this little cubby at the top of my stairs. It's an absolute wreck, so I've got to do something about this. There's too much camera gear. I don't have enough room for studio gear. There's just too much random stuff. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to sell this couch. Now, I'm not trying to sell you guys a couch here on YouTube, but I think we get rid of the couch. I'm gonna get one of those Husky toolboxes for all the camera stuff, so that way literally all the camera stuff can live here, and then that will free up this entire section for just studio equipment. Next up is rack space. I'm out of rack space. The studio is a disaster right now, by the way, but I think I need to get another one of these racks and bolt it onto the side and then get a different top that is longer. So that way I can have 4 bays back here, because I'm not willing to put the sidecars back up. These actually need to get moved because the subwoofers firing into racks is actually kind of messing with the low end of the studio. And so next, what I want to do is switch all the power of this whole rack over, so that way my video monitor can stay powered, but then this switch will turn everything on, so that way when I'm not actually mixing, for all the times that I'm tracking or editing or shooting videos or whatever else I got going on, I can leave all of the hardware turned off and not wear and tear it all day long every day. That's how I have this whole entire rack set up. So all of this stuff stays turned off until I'm actually mixing. And then I flip that one on and I flip that one on, and then it all comes on for mixing. Constantly refining the setup and tweaking things so that way it's more efficient, you use less power, it's better workflow, maybe less wear and tear on gear, less heat, less time on. This is all stuff that's really, really, really important when it comes to running any business really, but especially your own studio business. And no one ever talked to me about it, so I'm talking to you about it. All right, time to get to work. Kind of wild that like those little clips right there, that's all that holds these on. But if y'all have never seen inside an 1176 before, a real one, that's solid construction, good pots, big old transformers, big caps. That's pretty solid looking, but this could be better. See if I can do this with one hand while I'm filming. Like that's all it is. It literally just is a little clip and it just slides on that metal plate and holds that little bulb right down in there. I don't know about that. And then these bulbs go out constantly, which is annoying. Maybe I need to do the LED kit on this. Got most of the stuff done. That light is still hanging there because I apparently don't have any electrical tape. I gotta go to the store, tape those joints up before I put it back in. Got the bulbs replaced in the 1176. I rewired the power so that way the monitor can stay on while all of the hardware is off, saving power and wear and tear on my gear. Gonna be a week or two before the EQ comes back. Now, just time to pick up. Don't forget to hit me up on Instagram. There's a link in the description down below to hit me up on Instagram. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.